You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and the Beautiful fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we want to talk about Steffy Forrester's big dirty secret that has yet to come out, but it should come out very soon, according to some official spoilers. And we definitely think that there's no way Steffy is going to get away with this. And we've got 5 points to talk to you about this and why she won't get away with it and who is going to be the one to rat her out. If you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. All right, let's dig in. Right now, Steffy Forrester is feeling like, whew, disaster averted, because Liam kissed her again and she stopped it, and nobody saw the first kiss as far as she knows, and nobody saw the second kiss as far as she knows. And then she basically told Liam, look, this never happened and don't do it again. But someone will know. Let's face it, there is no way this is going to stay hidden because it's too juicy to stay hidden. And in fact, I do think that someone else is going to find out about it on Wednesday. So on this Wednesday, July 5th, Wyatt tells someone to fix their marriage. I mean, this could be him going over to talk to Hope, except I don't think so, because Hope's not in a position to be the one doing the fixing. So I think this is another conversation with him and Liam, and they've already had a conversation about everything that happened with Hope. So I feel like the brothers need to cover new ground, which would be what happened at Steffy's house. So Liam could tell Wyatt, oh, I'm thinking about maybe giving Hope another chance because Steffy told me I should. And Wyatt's like, oh, when did you see Steffy? And he's like, oh, well, I saw her in Rome, and then I went over to her house after I, told Hope I wanted a divorce, and then told you I wanted a divorce, and I went over there, and I one thing led to another, and I kissed her. And I hope that Wyatt's reaction to that is, what the hell, man? You kissed her in Rome and here, and then you're upset that your wife kissed someone in Rome? Doesn't that mean you both kissed someone else in Rome? Maybe he can do the math that Liam is too simple to figure out. And that is, two wrongs don't make a right, and he's just as guilty as she is. Because he has feelings for Steffy as much as Hope has feelings for Thomas, maybe even more, because Liam is not that conflicted about his feelings for Steffy. He definitely wants Steffy if Hope isn't around. And at least, there's some conflict on Hope's part. At any rate, I definitely believe that Liam is going to blab to Wyatt about what happened with Steffy. And the bottom line is, if you don't remember this, if for some reason you're a completely newer watcher, both Liam and Wyatt have both been married to Steffy and Hope. So he actually is in quite a unique position to give him advice about the women they've both been married to. And that means that Liam is very likely to overshare. Now, once Wyatt Spencer knows, I feel like Bill Spencer is also gonna know. And then once Bill Spencer knows, the person that he knows would most like that piece of information is Brooke Logan. So Bill may take that and run it over to Brooke because her daughter's marriage blew up. So maybe Brooke would be petty enough to deliver this information to Finn so that Taylor's daughter's marriage will also implode. I mean, the gloves are off between her and Taylor once again. All right. Another option is that Wyatt could be laying all this out with Liam and they're talking about it, and Hope shows up to see Liam at Spencer Publications to talk to him and overhears it. Or Thomas might show up there because there's a spoiler saying he tries to do the right thing. He could overhear it. And whether Hope or Thomas overhears it, them talking about this, if they're the ones that find out about it, they will differ in how they handle that information. Because Hope is very unhappy that Steffy ran to Liam and was saying, Hope has a crush on my brother, you need to rein in your wife. because then Hope was in a position where she had to lie to him. And that's what Liam was referring to when he said, "You're gaslighting me." The gaslighter tells his wife that she's gaslighting him, ironically. But it was all part of that same transaction. So Hope is not very happy with Steffy right now. So if she found out the information, she could take it to her mother, knowing her mother could take it to Finn, or she could just turn around and say, well, Steffy felt comfortable telling my husband things. I'm just going to go tell Steffy's husband things. So I definitely feel like Hope would blow that up. And interestingly, as people find out, maybe they don't run to Finn with it. And Liam turns around and decides that because he and Hope are getting a divorce, he really wants Steffy back, but Steffy wants Finn. And so what he needs to do is make it so Finn doesn't want Steffy. So Liam may passively, aggressively mention it to Finn and say, oh, I'm sure Steffy told you, but I just wanted to apologize again about kissing her in Rome and then again in your living room because I was upset. And saying, oh, I thought he already knew. Even if he knows going into it that Finn might punch him in the face, Liam might think, oh, totally worth it if I can steal Steffy away after she's kicked out by her husband. Because let's face it, Liam is pretty awful and he's needy and his ego is going to be so wounded, and he's always used to having one of these fallback girls, and this time he didn't have his fallback girl, so he may try to blow up her marriage, so she'll default to that mode. But if she's smart, she wouldn't. She would still boot him out and just say, take a hike. So I definitely think that there are 3 people, though, that would keep this secret for her. And we're going to talk about which 3 those are. But first, if you haven't, please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and Beautiful spoilers and casting news. And if you enjoyed this video about Steffy, please click a like on it. All right, so 3 people who it could trickle down to who would definitely have her back and keep the lie hidden. First is Thomas. So if Thomas hears them talking, he might tell Hope, and that might be a mistake, but I don't think he would tell Finn. I do think he would tell Steffy, but I definitely think that he would have her back because she's had his. The same goes for Taylor, because she would not want Steffy's marriage to blow up for any reason. So she would take it to Steffy and say, look, this is what I heard. I just want you to know, and she would cover it. Ridge would cover it also, but if Ridge blabbed it to Brooke, then it would still make its way back around to Finn. So the only way it stays a secret is if Ridge doesn't tell Brooke.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.